Rockberg in the distance, and I'm standing in the Green Island Passage. As you can see, rocks either side, nothing down the centre. In fact, it's very wide open, like a 6-lane motorway. In the distance, the end of the rock pier. To the right, the last of the rocks inside Green Island Passage, which will more than likely be covered for most of the rowers. Just keep to the centre of the passage. If anything, maybe keep closer inshore. And when you reach that rock that's on the beach, then turn. We're passing close by this rock. That will be visible, the top of it will be visible. That's the entrance into the passage. See, a wide open area. The beach, you won't be stopping to look at that, you shouldn't be anywhere near it. The other thing that's worth noting, I do think there's going to be plenty of tide covering this, is the outfall with its tendon bollard sitting on top. I think that'll have about half a metre of water on the top of that. Looking at the Dog's Nest from Green Island. Panning across to the end of the reclamation site, which is where you'll be coming from, on 105 degrees. That's the Platte beacon behind. In the foreground here we have the only obstacle on the way across, but as we are now at 7 metres of tide and you're coming through at 9, this part here should be covered by another 2 metres of water, and that won't be. So probably the best advice is to keep 50 metres away from this, keep this to your seaward side, some 50 metres, that way there'll be no doubt. Right, zooming back to the Green Island Passageway. On the right there is a set of rocks which will be showing on the day. On the other side, 80 metres away, on your starboard side, is this head. This may or may not be showing for some of you. So rather than hit it, try and keep closer to the set on the inside. This is the only rock at the entrance to Green Island on the beach side, so you want to be keeping that to your port. I'm waiting to see if whether 2 metres covers that or not. So if it doesn't, best advice is to keep at least 15 metres away from the highest part of that rock. And this is the passageway into the Green Island route. Just lacking a bit of water at the moment. In fact, looking over there, lacking a lot of water. We don't want to be going across the beach, do we? Tide is now 8 metres. Rock halfway across the bay. It's covering nicely. And there's still another 1.5 metres to go. This is the rock on your port side as you approach the Green Island Passage. again, still another metre and a half to go, but probably advisable when you're coming through to keep at least 50 metres away from the top part of that rock. This may not be visible, it might be just under the surface. The other side, 8 metres away, this one is still visible, but I feel it's going to be covered for too long. Now 8.8 metres of tide. There's your turning point around the reclamation site and the Platte beacon. Zooming back, you see the halfway rock is now well and truly covered. The outer rocks now got a metre of tide and a bit of a swell rolling, so it looks bad. So still around another half metre of tide before rowing boats come through there. The rock near the entrance to the passage is now having its outer parts covered. Still another half metre to go, so it'd be okay for a rowing boat to go with that, but having said that, keep 50 metres away from the main rock and you should be well safe. The other side, the one on the starboard side, is going to be covered in another half a metre, I reckon, so you want to use that as a judge about where to go, so you best keep well over by the one on your port side. .5 metres, not far off high water, a race day. Halfway rock. The reef that extends further out is well covered, quite safe. This is the rock that will be passing to port. That will be on your beach side. That will still be showing when you come through. Extended bit out there, still breaking a bit, but it's safe to get a rowing boat over. Still wisely keep 50 metres away from that. And the rock the other side is barely showing in between the waves that are breaking over at the moment, but come the day, it's flat calm, you won't see anything. At the rock here, looking at Green Island. About 10 metres of tide now, and the rock is still showing, which means that it should be visible to everybody. If in doubt, just aim straight for the end of the pier and you'll be clear. Looking towards the exit of the Rock Harbour now. Just follow the line of boats to the end. It'd be wise to go on the outside of that lump of rock there. No point in taking a shortcut on the inside. Risky.